Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between the deep.
It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. Now, let's go live to the stadium for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
All the way himself for the touchdown. Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Welcome once again to Wenatchee, Washington, site of today's encounter between the Moses Lake Mavericks and the Wenatchee Panthers. Again, I'm Sebastián Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is our soccer expert, Matt Wisen. And we couldn't have planned this better, Matt. Number one team in the league against the number two team in the league should be something to behold.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams definitely have something to prove for. Really fighting hard for that number one spot. Competitive game at Moses Lake last time. I believe it ended in penalties with Wenatchee coming out on top. So, you know, I think either team is just going to hope to get that first goal and get off on the right foot. And but we'll see. I mean, they both have outstanding defenses. Haven't given up a whole lot, or are way in the plus side of goal differential. Just it's lots of drama, however you want to script it. It's going to be a great game.
Something to prove is key, because Moses Lake, not only did they lose to Wenatchee at home, but Wenatchee are coming off their only loss of the season, a 1-0 defeat to West Valley. So when you say they have something to prove, they really do have something on the line. Yeah,
Wenatchee's really trying to basically make a statement that was just a one-off. That's not us. We just tripped like any great team is going to just do during the season. One loss, not a big deal. Moses Lake sees that as a chink in the armor. Sees that as a way to maybe take advantage of a team that might be questioning themselves. So, I can't really say. I believe Wenatchee. I've seen this team a lot. I believe Wenatchee is thinking that it was a one-off. And they're not questioning the way things are going to go. And they followed that loss, I believe, with an 8-0 victory against Sunnyside. I believe it was their last game. So 2 games ago they lost. Mm-hmm. So they did get on the right side of the scoreboard there, and I'm sure they want to keep it rolling.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you have a streak like the one Wenatchee put together, you want to keep it rolling, like you said. When we come back, we will have the interviews with the coaches for both sides, Moses Lake and Wenatchee, the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE channel. Don't go away.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Welcome back. Next to us is the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, Ashton Kirkpatrick. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
And from what I understand, happy anniversary as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, I made a mistake in the opening. I said that your last game had been the loss to West Valley. It was 2 games ago, correct?
No, that was our last game.
That was our last game. Okay,
yes.
all right.
It may have. They've just reported a forfeit against Glacier Peak, so that might have been posted recently. But
all right.
Yeah, so technically we have 10 wins. But.
So what is on the line here today? Is it extra motivation to respond and say, you know what, things happen. That's not the team that we really are. This is what we're going to show today. Or is it just basically another league game for a team on a very strong season?
Yeah, I mean, in 2 years, that was our first Big 9 loss. I think it's it's hard to do that for a long time. It's bound to happen at some point. I'd rather it happen right now than, district championship, whatever it may be. Yeah. So it happens, and we respond. We honestly, I think we did outplay that team. It's one of those games you shouldn't lose, but you did, and you just have to react. So last week we had a solid week of practice. We didn't play Saturday, so we just practiced through the week. Really worked to correct some things. I think naturally it's hard to keep energy when you're just winning. I mean, we've never had to respond to losing. So trying to keep energy up through an entire season is difficult, and sometimes it takes a loss. Sometimes you got to taste your own blood a little, but you gotta have a loss to respond and to bounce back. So hoping that's what it was. Yeah. I feel good though. Again, a solid week of practice. The girls seem pretty locked in today. So
that was going to be my next question. What have you learned from your team coming back from that loss?
We don't like to lose. that's which is a great thing to learn. It's a great thing to learn. But through the whole season, I think we've shown we're kind of a gritty team. We're not necessarily blowing these other teams out of the water. I mean, in 3 huge games this season, we've come back from a deficit. We've rarely led this season. We're just grind, which honestly as a coach is super fun to watch. It's almost more fun than, an 8-0 win.
Blowing out everybody.
These are, they're nearly giving me a heart attack. I think I have at 28 high blood pressure, but that's the best characteristic I could ask for. That's the best trait from my team I could ask for, is just grit and grinding through. So I think given they've shown that response for 2 years now, I'm hoping that's, our response to a loss too, is that comeback attitude. So,
right.
Yeah.
And what does Moses Lake bring to the table? What do you have to be ready for today?
Yeah, they're a good team. They play good soccer. They've been coached really well. They're, on an upward climb as well. I think we honestly are very comparable teams. Like our style of play, both of me and Alicia, we played together, we've coached together, we know each other since childhood, so we've been coached similar styles growing up, and I think that reflects in how we coach. We have organized defenses with similar attacks, which is good and bad because we both know what's up each other's sleeves.
Like two magicians trying to amaze each other. That doesn't work.
Moses Lake is known for being gritty, hardworking, big, strong, powerful as well. So I think today will be a good game. I think it's going to be a good test. We have a bit of a target on our back, beating them on their home turf. Coming back from a 2-0 deficit, beating them in a shootout on their home turf, they're going to want to beat us. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you very much. That was Coach Ashton Kirkpatrick, head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers. When we come back, we have the Moses Lake coach, the keys to the game, the starting lineup, and a whole lot more here on NCW Live. Don't go away.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Welcome back. Next to us is the head coach of the Moses Lake Mavericks, Alicia Overland. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
And we don't get to see Moses Lake a whole lot, I have to admit. So can you please tell us what has allowed you to have such a strong season? 7-3, I believe, is the record, second place in the league.
Yeah, the girls have just put a lot of heart and fight into this season. They come out, they prepare themselves mentally, prepare themselves physically for whoever our opponent is, and I think we just have a strong bond all together off the field, and we can see it transition on the field. So it's been pretty big for us this year.
Now, the game against Wenatchee was a really hard-fought game. Have the girls marked this one in red in the calendar? This is going to be for us.
They have. They certainly have. They've been working hard every game since then, one opponent at a time, one game at a time, but I know that this one in particular is trying to get some revenge from the last time we played them. So they left a lot of heart on that field, and I know today they're hungry to get that back.
Absolutely. What is a good result today? Is it exclusively the W, or are there some things that you'd like to see happen?
You know, I always love when I just watch our girls put the things that we practice and implement them onto the field, so that's always a win for me. It's always something for us to take away and build on, even for the next one. So, you know, if we don't end up with the W, which is the ultimate goal, of course, but we still learn from it and we still have postseason to look forward to. So I think as long as we keep the girls in it, then we can take wins away from every game.
All right, absolutely. That was Alicia Overland, the head coach of the Moses Lake Mavericks. When we come back, we have the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and 40 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCW Life. Don't go away.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. We are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal, your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal, we're just what the country needs.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back. We only have a few seconds before the national anthem, but we'll try to squeeze in the keys to the game as best we can. Mr. Wyson, what does Wenatchee need to do to take a W?
Number 11, junior Logan Grosvenor.
So, first of all, they got to win some more 50-50 balls and show their aggressiveness and take care of that. They just were not fighting for those very hard last time we watched them. So that's one thing. Play in the transitions a little bit better, quicker. Understand that the transition game is where games can be won and lost, and quit playing so direct. I mean, the offside flag got more airtime than the ball did last game, so we really need to tighten that up.
All right, we'll take a quick break for the national anthem. When we come back, it's soccer from Wenatchee. Don't go away.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back. The national anthem has been played flawlessly as usual. And now the keys to the game for the Moses Lake Mavericks. What do they need to do to make the trip back to Grand County a happy one, Matt Wisen?
So, gritty play. You know, Wenatchee has struggled with teams that haven't cowered to them. So, play gritty. Don't get lost in overly depressed or down on anything that doesn't go your way. Hang on, hang into the game, wait for those moments, and that's when we see teams like Moses Lake, West Valley score on Wenatchee. Is in the counter, in the transition, and and those opportunities when they come. They might not be a lot, but when they do, be ready for them.
All right, we're just about ready to start this contest. Let's go right away to the starting lineups. First, the visiting Moses Lake Mavericks, coached by Alicia Overland and Eddie Reyes. The goalkeeper, number 0, Emma Thompson. Number 1, Stella Betez. Number 3, Micaiah Higley. Number 4, Kenna Morrison. Number 5, Erin Rebellia. Number 9, Michaela Sawyer. Number 10, Lindsay Davis. Number 11, Chelsea Gonzalez. Number 15, Kayla Throneberry. Number 16, Camry Char. And number 18, Cynthia Velasquez. Really quick, the starters for your Wenatchee Panthers. Goalkeeper, number 3, Ali Aiden. Number 2, Addison Stevens. Number 4, Cameron Garcia. Number 6, Madison Norton. Number 7, Zara Houston. Number 8, Finley Smith. Number 9, Annie Dedamore. Number 10, Berkeley Bowles. Number 11, Logan Gross-Didier. Number 12, Ellison Eastman. Number 17, Sofia Garcia. Head coach is Ashton Kirkpatrick, assisted by Madison Kemp, Ricardo Flores, and Hector Solorio. Wenatchee will start the action going from left to right on your screen, and Moses Lake will do their thing in the opposite direction. There's the whistle from Mr. Jesus Landa, the center referee, and we are in business here in beautiful Wenatchee, WA. The push upfield that time, finding Garcia. Garcia, ball sails out of bounds. It will be a throw-in. It looks like for the Panthers. There's the touch for Eastman. Backtracking a little bit. More than a little bit, actually. Bowles. The goalkeeper, Miss Aiden, into Moses Lake territory. Rejected that time by Morrison. Defensive effort by the Moses Lake Mavericks. Throneberry on the battle. And a battle it is. Cleared away. Davis. Recovered by the Panthers. Dedamore. Another battle. Moses Lake determined to not let Wenatchee breathe easy here in the early going, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, they're playing pretty tight down those flanks and trying to take that away. Wenatchee definitely relied heavily on that the ball down the line last time we saw him play.
Houston. The return by Moses Lake into Wenatchee territory. The push upfield that time by Smith. That one is Bowles. Recovered up midfield by the Mavericks. On the move now is Davis, taking good care of the ball. Davis, top of the box, good opportunity between two players, and the shot by, it looks like it's number 16, Camry Char, lands meekly at the feet of the goalkeeper Aiden, but a good combination nonetheless for the Moses Lake Mavericks here in the early going. We're barely 3 minutes into this one, on a quick run down the left side. Pushing it down the flank is Gross-Didier. Ball sent out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Wenatchee Panthers. I stand corrected. Gross-Didier. Eastman across the center alley. Interruption by the Mavericks. The push-up field into Wenatchee territory. Lands at the feet of Houston. Sent out of bounds by a Moses Lake player. In this case, it was Higley. Throw-in for the Panthers. Gross-Didier. Bit of a battle. Good takeaway that time. This could be interesting. Camry Char inside the box. Shot across, blocked nimbly by the back line of the Panthers. Ball belongs to Moses Lake. There's the throw-in. Left flank of the box. Bit of a difficulty for Wenatchee clearing it out. Davis for Rebellia. Camry Char. Char, the shot. Blocked right at the 18. The call cannot be clear. It's pressure from the Moses Lake fandom. Garcia with a long kick upfield. Ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Moses Lake. 35-40 left in the first half of play here in Wenatchee. Glad to have you with us in this chilly evening of autumn soccer here between Moses Lake and Wenatchee, two Big Nine rivals. Right now, the class of the Big Nine. First place, Moses Lake. Second place, make that, I flipped him. I thank you very much, Matt. First place, Wenatchee. Second place, Moses Lake. See, that's why I need my partner here.
Get one thing right so far tonight.
You should see him. You should see him when I go from left to right, and I'm pointing with my arms in the opposite direction. It's a comedy skit. That push-up field down the flank.
I'm glad there's not a camera in there.
Finding Dave, you're glad. Imagine how I feel. Garcia interrupted. Recovered once again by Eastman. The push. Gors Didier. Under some pressure from Sawyer. Gors Didier. Getting some help from Garcia. Towards the center alley for Dedamore. The through ball. Flag is down. Player is on. Shot across and the stop by the goalkeeper, Miss Thompson. First clear opportunity on goal. The shot across that time. It looked like
Ellison Eastman with the cross.
It was
stopped by
Eastman
Thompson for the Mavericks.
And Miss Thompson, who has the name of a star, Emma Thompson, responds in kind. We're back in action now. Garcia. Gros Didier. Garcia. Good takeaway by Sawyer. Very clean. Into Wenatchee territory. Finding Davis. The touch for Velasquez. That one is Rebellia. Opening the game to the right flank. First on it is the Wenatchee defense. In this case, Houston. The push-up field. Trying to find one of those nimble attacking midfielders. The throw, the push to the top of the box. And diving to get it is Miss Thompson for the stop. 33-12 left in the first half of play. Davis off to the races. On the mark is Norton. Left-footed shot across. The bounce and the stop by Miss Aiden. This moment of the game brought to you by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today, 509-662-6842. That's 509-662-6842. Or visit www.alpineair.net. A quick run down the flank there. And the stop by Miss Thompson. Thompson.
Stopped that threat by the Panthers.
Char, Camry Char. Bit of a battle. The takeaway from Houston. Char facing a forest of purple jerseys. The second try by Davis. Stretching the defense. The touch. Rebellia back to Davis. Interrupted by the Panthers. Off to the races now we go. Into Moses Lake territory with Morrison. That one sails a little long for Morrison. She's going to chase it anyway. Ball sent out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. That should be a corner kick. First corner kick of the game for either team. And it favors the Wenatchee Panthers.
Setting up for the
It looks like it's
for the
Bowles.
Panthers will be Berkeley Bowles.
Bowles. The header, and it sails a little wide. Referee says the ball belongs to Moses Lake. Abby's Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge, 100% real cheese, and freshly rolled dough. Order online at abbys.com.
Taking the goal kick from Moses Lake. Number 1 star.
Good combination. If it lands on Camry Char, could be a little trouble, but first on it for Wenatchee was Houston. Throwing for the Panthers. Higley on the throw-in. Davis. Rebellia. Defensive effort that time by Stevens. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Moses Lake. Coastal Farm and Ranch. Coastal, Wenatchee's country lifestyle superstore located across from Costco in East Wenatchee. Coastal, just what the country needs. There's a touch by Batez. Batez trying to stretch a little bit, moving to her left, trying to find Higley. Ball sent out of bounds by Wenatchee. Higley on the throw-in. The push-up field that time by Garcia. That one is Morrison. The long assignment that time for the Moses Lake Mavericks. Gonzalez can't quite catch up to it, but here's on a takeaway. This could be interesting. Davis, right-footed shot. Davis, the stop. No need to make a stop. Ball sails just wide of the hands of the goalkeeper for Wenatchee, Miss Aiden. 29-11 left in the first half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. Did the JV game also end 0-0, Matt Weiser?
0-0.
We had some close calls there in the later part of the second half, but ultimately nobody could draw first blood between the JV squads of these two schools. A good combination. Straight up the middle, rejected by the Moses Lake Mavericks. Over to chase it is Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for the Panthers. I thought I saw the coach Overland, giving some advice to a Moses Lake player, and indeed, there's a substitution coming. Number 14, Ali Harshman, in for the Mavericks. Gors Didier with the throw-in. Rejected by the Mavs. Trying to take control was Camry Char. Taken away by Eastman. Stolen by Davis. Stopped inside the circle that time by Norton. Now battling for is Garcia and Higley. Ball goes out of bounds. We're seeing what Coach Kirkpatrick told us that we would see. Two teams who know each other really, really well, and that rarely makes for a wide-open game, Matt Wisen. Very, very hard-fought contest, not a whole lot of opportunity on either end.
Yeah, both teams, they know each other's next moves, that's for sure. Yeah.
A quick run down the flank by Garcia. Bowles. That one is Bowles. Looking for some help. Looking to go inside the box. Bowles. Rejected. Trying again. First Houston, then Eastman. Stopping at the top edge of the final third. The shot, not a major concern for Miss Thompson. It will be a goal kick for the Mavericks. Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. Garcia. Stopped by Eastman. That one was Houston. Finding Gross Didier. Off to the races now is Bowles. Bowles, left foot across. Combination. Eastman inside the box. Who's going to clear it? Who's going to tap it in? There's not being a clearance. Char. Davis, and defensive effort. Davis slaloming past the marker. In this case was Garcia. Davis finding Higley into Wenatchee territory. The through ball doesn't quite work. A bit too tall of an assignment, too long of a trek for. It looked like it was Camry Char on the left side.
Result in a goal kick for the Panthers.
And that's how we reached the 25-minute 37 mark, or rather, that's how much time we have left. This is the 15th minute mark in the first half with Wenatchee and Moses Lake scratching and clawing each other, but no real damage just yet. Only one corner kick, and not a whole lot of shots on goal either. We'll see how this game develops, Matt Wisen, as the legs begin to get tired.
Yeah, Wenatchee definitely prided themselves on their fitness in our first game against West Valley. So don't expect things to have changed there. They've made it through the season relatively healthy and unscathed by injury. So speed of play is definitely one thing Wenatchee's looking to incorporate into this game.
Playing it inside the circle. Ball sails out of the reach of the Moses Lake backline. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. The push-up field by Gross Didier. Good combination with Garcia. Gross Didier, and the ball just links to the right and out of bounds. The referees today, the center referees, Jesus Landa, assisted by our good friend Ed Navarro, and by Mr. Alexander Wentland, who did a fine job refereeing the Brewster against Cascade game last week. Brewster, I tell you, showed up in Leavenworth with
whistle on the Panthers, result in a free kick.
Complete and utter desire to take care of business. They laid 5 on Cascade on a bad day for the hosts in 1A, because Kashmir took 5 that very day from Natchez Valley.
Yeah, Kashmir's coming on strong late in the season, right? I saw they're ranked pretty high.
Yeah, they're having a very strong season. They played Wapato right after that and laid 16 on them.
Oof.
And that's.
What is it? Ma'am. Hey.
And this is a corner kick. Rejected. We're having some technical difficulties here. We apologize.
Yeah, played long beyond her players of attack.
We've just been told that it's Stella Betez. So for the Betez family who are obviously listening, our apologies. We will make the correction. 22-35. And we thank you for tuning in, of course. Of course, 22-29 now left in the first half of play. Yeah, to finish the thought, Matt Wising, both Cascade and Kashmir having strong seasons, but like my grandma used to say, ain't nobody above a tail whooping. And a big combination there, shot across by Gross Didier, that found instead looked like a Moses Lake player. Apparently the referee judged that last touch accidental, because otherwise it would have been called a foul inside the box favoring Wenatchee. But play resumes. Eastman rejected. Char, the through ball, off to the races is Davis. Oh my goodness, a bit of a mistake that time. Davis looking for a gap. The shot, Davis, and it sails over the crossbar. Impressive effort by the right foot of Ms. Davis. And Wenatchee counting their blessings right now, Matt Wising, because that could have been costly.
Yeah, definitely. Just needed to get over that ball and get it down just a little bit. But that's what we're talking about, taking advantage of those unforced errors. Or that in that case, that was a forced error, but taking advantage of those little moments in the game. And Wenatchee definitely can count their blessings on that one.
Gross Didier. Combination rejected by Higley. Trying again is Houston. Off to chase it now is Eastman. Touch to the back. Norton. All the way to the other sideline now. Up the field. A good stop by the Moses Lake defense. Stevens battling it out. Stevens. Gross Didier. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Moses Lake, it should be. Let's see what the referee says. It is Moses Lake. This moment of the game brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. (1962). That was the year. Hard to believe it's been so long. That was the year the World Cup of Soccer came to my home country, with Brazil winning it all in the finals against what was then Czechoslovakia. Of course, now those are two separate countries. And such was our luck as Chileans that the greatest player in the world showed up and got injured 2 games into it. Didn't play again. Pelé. The push-up field down the right side. Sofia Garcia. Bit of a battle. Sent out of bounds. Throwing for Wenatchee. Let's see what the referee says. It says substitution first. In for the Moses Lake Mavericks is Michaela Lustig.
Number 17, Michaela Lustig.
There's the throw-in. Trying to find Gross Didier. Instead it finds Camry Char. Battle between the two. Gross Didier prevailing. Turns back for Houston. Bit of a floater to the top of the box. Rejected. Davis. Short little touch for Rebellia. Recovered inside the circle by the Panthers' Smith. Down the flank we go. The effort by Eastman, having to turn back a little bit. The push up field. That one is Garcia. Cameron Garcia. Off to the races. Garcia. The shot. Heart of the box. Cleared away by Higley. Whistle on the play. What did the referee say there, Matt Wisen?
Just, I looked down at my stat sheet and I missed it.
He saw us looking away. That's what he saw.
Saw something that made him blow his whistle.
That's what he saw. 17 minutes 45 left in the first half of play. This moment of the game brought to you by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. Bit of a chipper there. And that one's, oh my goodness gracious. It looked like a very innocuous shot that Emma Thompson had a beat on the whole way, but she had to punch it away.
Yeah, just whether it's a little humid out, I believe, and when it gets cold, the ball just tends to get a little slippery.
Bowles. Far post. Can't get to Garcia. Defensive header that time. Right near the near post. It looked like by Sawyer. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Wenatchee. I believe it's corner kick number 3. We still haven't not had a corner kick for Moses Lake. 16 minutes and 34. One corner kick. I stand corrected. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. 60 minutes and 26 now.
Taking the corner for the
The
Panthers.
shot
Berkeley
out of the box.
right out
Dances in front of the goal area.
cross.
All the way to the other flank. Past Garcia. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks trying to put touches together. Having a bit of a hard time penetrating the 18. Ball goes out of bounds now. Throw-in once again for the Mavs. Referee has indicated a free kick instead. Must have seen something illicit on that charge by the Wenatchee midfield.
Taking the free kick for the Mavericks, still at Mateus.
Char, the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Mateus with the free kick, but it did not pay the dividends the Mavericks were hoping for. This moment of the game brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda committed to preserving the environment, not only with fuel-efficient vehicles, but also with other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. Garcia, Sofia. The combination with Eastman. Back to Garcia. So that one sails long. Ball belongs to the Mavericks. No intimidation factor. I'll say this much for the Moses Lake Mavericks. No intimidation factor whatsoever so far, Matt Wisen.
They're bringing their game right at them.
Cameron Garcia. Eastman. Stopped by Higley. Recovered by the back line of the Panthers. In this case, it was Smith. Smith looking for Houston. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Moses Lake. Higley. The touch by Sawyer doesn't quite work. The rejection by the back line of Wenatchee. Off to the races now is Gros Didier. Gros Didier leaving Thornberry behind. Gros Didier shot across. Good call. The shot across the ball. Oh, go, 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 go. Goal for the Wenatchee Panthers.
Annie Denimore redirecting that ball into the back of the net for the Panthers to give them a 1-0 lead.
Number 9, Annie Dedamore with the goal. 13 minutes, 28 seconds left. That makes it the 26th minute of the first half. And Wenatchee, 1-0. How will this change the makeup of the game, Matt Wisen?
I don't think it does. Moses Lake's going to keep doing what they're doing. They're like both coaches said, they're a gritty team. And they won't keep their head down. So they both scored, two on each other in run play. I think they're going to keep to their script for the first half at least.
Corner kick for Moses Lake. Second corner kick for the Mavericks. There's the header that time by Rebellia. Sails over the crossbar. It will be a goal kick for the Panthers. Biosports Physical Therapy, Aquatherapy, Sports Biomechanics, Orthopedic Physical Therapy, Orthotics, all you need to keep moving. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Folks, don't forget, on Friday, October 24th, NCWLIFE will bring to you the football game between Sunnyside and Wenatchee. You won't want to miss that. Starting at 6:30, there's a shot from the left side. Dances on a diagonal streak across the goal area. Nobody to tap it in. The broadcast of the football game starts at 6:30 p.m. with Grant Olson and Brandon Harley on the call. That is Sunnyside visiting Wenatchee. There is Sofia Garcia. Bit of a battle. Ball goes out of bounds. Last one to touch it had a purple jersey on, says the referee. It will be a throw-in for Moses Lake. And let's not forget, Matt, that what Coach Overland said, these girls, these Moses Lake girls, have had this game circled in red for a while now. So they were ahead 2-0, I believe. And then Wenatchee came back to tie at 2-2. And then they won it in penalty kicks. So I would be hard-pressed to find something that Moses Lake would like better than to tie this one up and find a way to take the W.
Yeah, they have a lot of motivation there and a lot of payback factor playing. Coming back, though, or giving up that 2-0 lead, the curse of the 2-0 lead, can play into your psyche. And even the next time you play the team that you fell to the curse of the 2-0 lead. So I don't see Moses Lake's head down or anything. And there hasn't been a drop-off in their play after giving that goal up here. So yeah, that's the quality of this team. They're fighters, and we'll just see how it plays out here. Like I said, I don't think they're going to change things up here in the first half.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to Wenatchee. It looks like it will be Miss Gross-Didier taking care of it, or will it be Miss Sofia Garcia? Let's see. We see Garcia. Is she waiting for the ball? No, it's going to be somebody else altogether. It's going to be Houston. There's the throw-in, upcoming throw-in for the Panthers. Gross-Didier. Oh my goodness, that an unfortunate zip. She still manages a touch. Go to Verfetched is Garcia. Sofia Garcia, ball sails away from her, but an unfortunately miscue for Wenatchee. That favors Moses Lake as they regain possession on this goal kick. Coldwell Banker, Cascade Real Estate. Coldwell Banker, Cascade Real Estate for all your real estate needs in Central Washington. Just dial 509-888-8887. That is 509-888. And that one sails over the crossbar. Dangerous stuff. 888-8887. That is Coldwell Banker, Cascade Real Estate. Well, folks, we're entering the last 10 minutes of this first half with Wenatchee ahead of Moses Lake by a score of 1-0. And I'll say this for the coaches. They know their players. They know their teams. They anticipated a very gritty, very hard-fought, tooth and nail, I'm going to fight you for every ball no matter where on the field type contest, and that's exactly what we got. There's a quick run down the middle. Eastman rejected. Stopped on midfield by the Panthers. Camry Char, Davis. That one is Harshman. Harshman, the long assignment. A bit too long that time for the Mavericks, despite a good effort by Lustig. Throwing for Wenatchee, 8 minutes and now 1 second left in this first half of play. Off to the races is Camry Garcia. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Wenatchee. Camry Garcia once again. Down the flank. Good maneuver. Shot across, and that one sails very, very close to the far post, to the far upright. And sent out of bounds by, it looked like the goalkeeper punched it away. So it's another corner kick for the Panthers.
Sitting up to the corner for the Panthers.
There's the header. What a beaut. What a beaut. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful, beautiful header that time.
Got drawn up really well. The keeper followed the player out of the goal. I didn't see which player it was, but it was posted up right in front of the keeper. And as that ball was coming in, that player stepped away from the goal, and the keeper followed that player as if it were a field player. And that opened up that goal for that header.
It looked like it was Eastman to me, but I'm waiting for the official confirmation. 6 minutes 34 left in the first half of play. Worst comes to worst, we'll figure out who scored during the halftime, and we'll tell you once we're back in action. It is 2-0. And a quick run up the side now. Rejected with more urgency than style by Miss Smith. But what a beautiful corner kick. Just a good combination. And a no doubter of a header, nothing Miss Thompson could do. With 5 minutes and 53 seconds left, Wenatchee going up ahead 2-0. There's Davis. Davis, the shot across, blocked that time. Referee says it's a corner kick for Moses Lake. That'll be their third.
For the Mavericks. Setting up will be number 10, Lindsay Davis.
Davis on the corner kick. Rejected that time. And stopped at the top of the box. Nothing Moses Lake could do. Houston just, she didn't look frantic doing it, but she tried to kick that as far as she possibly could. There's Garcia, Sofia this time. The push-up field looking for Didier. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Will we see the curse of the 2-0 lead again, Matt Wisen?
Moses Lake is hoping for that.
Didier. Defensive effort that time by Houston. Rejected. Landing inside the circle. Waiting for it was Norton. Opening the game up to the left side for Stevens. Backtracking a little bit. Now the push forward. A long push forward. Ball sails out of bounds, however. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. 4 minutes and now 4 seconds left in the first half of play. The combination looking for Cameron Garcia. Having to turn back. The shot, left-footed shot, and the stop that time by Miss Thompson right next to the near post. Good effort
with the shot on goal
by Wenatchee, and an even better one by Miss Thompson. Whistle on the play. There's a player from Moses Lake accusing an injury to her face, it looks like.
Yeah, that ball stings when it hits your nose like that, coming down from that elevation. So it's hard to see when you get smacked in the face by that ball. Looks like she'll be okay. Just gotta shake those cobwebs off a little bit.
Injured on the play was number 16, Campbell Char.
It was Miss Char who sustained the injury. Hopefully she's all right. Rebellia. Mr. Landa watching it sail by. Bowles. Eastman. Smith. Norton. Across the center alley. The push-up field looking for Garcia. Off the touch by Eastman. There's Eastman. Battling with Rebellia. Rebellia showing a bit of skill there. Harshman. Rejected by Houston. Long push-up field. Cameron Garcia. Dedamore. The turn to the center alley. Eastman waiting, making a gap for his right foot. The touch, and it bounced off a player. And that actually kind of helped Miss Thompson, because it redirected the ball towards where she was. So a good opportunity gone wasting for the Wenatchee Panthers, but a good reaction by Miss Thompson anyway. The clock has stopped now, and the time will be kept on the field by the officials. A quick penetration on the right side by Sofia Garcia, and the stop by Thompson. Once again, Jesus Landa calling the action here. Free kick called by Mr. Landa himself. It will be Moses Lake restarting the action.
Setting up for the free kick for the Moses Lake Mavericks will be number 1, Stella Bateas.
Stella Bateas on the free kick. Trying to find Davis. Find Davis she does. Right-footed shot and the stop with a bit of difficulty that time, but ultimately juggled and wrangled and captured by Miss Aiden, who has not had a lot of work here in the first half, but she's responded well when called upon. Davis. Harshman. Back to Davis. Off to the races she goes. The through ball doesn't work. Landing with Rebelia. Back to Davis. And a bit of a battle there with, it looked like Dedamore over there. Let's see, are we correct? She still has something to say. Yeah, it is indeed Dedamore. Ball belongs to Moses Lake on the free kick. No wonder she was complaining. There's a shot inside the box, and the upright says no of the shot by Rebelia. Oh my goodness, that's the closest opportunity on goal by far for Moses Lake here in the first half. Watch out for this counterattack. Looking for Sofia Garcia. Needs to be controlled. First try by Higley. The push up field. Pass Rebelia. Landing with Eastman. Inside the circle for Houston. Up the middle. Recovered by Moses Lake. Gonzalez and Higley. Higley trying to find Davis. Defensive effort by Smith. She's going to try to shield it. No, she's going to run out of time, so she's going to have to kick it out with more urgency than style. It will be a throw-in for Moses Lake, who would love, absolutely L-O-V-E, love to go into the break down just the one goal. There's the throw-in. Davis, she's being fouled. No call. And there's the whistle. That tells us that this first half of play is now part of our great nation's history. When we come back, we'll tell you all about the second half. It is Wenatchee 2, Moses Lake nothing. We'll be right back after this.
After this, you're on cue.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
You won't be voting for Congress or the presidency this year, but local elections are the place where your voice can make the most difference. Wenatchee Valley candidates are lining up to serve on city councils and school boards on both sides of the Columbia River. NCWLIFE put all of them in the hot seat so you can find the ones who represent you the best. Watch our interviews at these times and dates right here on our channel or anytime online at ncwlife.com. You're watching the NCWLIFE channel. Your vote matters to us.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. We've just witnessed Wenatchee and Moses Lake go at each other, with Wenatchee taking a first half lead of 2-0. And as promised, we've found out who scored the second goal. I thought it was Eastman. It was indeed Logan Gross-Didier. So the second tally, 5 or 7 minutes before the break, goes to Logan Gross-Didier, according to athletic director BJ Kuntz. So we'll go with the authorities on that one. Thank you very much, BJ. And the first half, for long stretches of it, Matt Wisen, was exactly what the coaches told us it would be. Hard fought, gritty, with two teams very similar. Like I told Coach before we started the broadcast, like that old Jerry Seinfeld joke is like two magicians trying to entertain each other. You know, you're not going to surprise them. They know all of your tricks. So that's exactly what we saw. And yet Wenatchee was able to put 2 in the back, and they're in the driver's seat. What expects us in the second half, Matt Wisen?
Well, I think Moses Lake, they got caught. They got caught ball watching a couple times in the defense, and that really cost them. If it wasn't Logan, it was another player that was right next to her that could have headed it in. And the same with the first goal. They were watching the ball, and Wenatchee found open players who were able to put that ball away. Moses Lake, the later the game gets, the more desperate Moses Lake is going to get if they don't at least tally once in this game. So they're going to turn the pressure up throughout the game, throughout the second half. They have to find that goal early to put Wenatchee on their heels a little bit. So, if I'm Moses Lake's coach, the long balls aren't working. We've got to start working through the thirds of the field, staying connected with our players, bringing numbers up, bringing numbers back. I counted several balls through the middle, 30 yards or more, which were just long turnovers for Moses Lake. And when they had success getting a shot, they're finding those shots coming off of corners, coming off of crosses, and working the ball through. I'm giving my team that 2-0 lead talk, just like Moses Lake had that 2-0 lead, and making them believe that they can have luck on their side of the field. Anything can happen in this game. No more ball watching, no more long ball. It's the whole team has got to move forward and move back with possession.
Were they a little too dependent on Davis, number 10, at times? Seems like every ball that they wanted to put in this final third, they had to go through Davis. It's kind of like the customs agent, the traditional attacking midfielder. Were they perhaps a little too predictable in that regard, or just
I felt so.
Okay.
I felt so, and predictable is the word there. And Wenatchee didn't seem like they were caught off guard. So now, if I'm Wenatchee, I'm definitely going to have to keep the pressure going. I'm not going to make a whole lot of changes. I'm just going to let my players know that we can't commit silly turnovers. We can't make it easy for Moses Lake, because they even though they've only had one shot on goal tonight, Moses Lake. They can still find that net, and you don't need to make it any easier on them. So keep the pressure up, stay present, no silly turnovers, and that kind of a simple look in your players' eyes and make sure that they know that this game can slip away from them. Kind of a coaching halftime if I'm Wenatchee. Wenatchee did generate 10 shots in that first half, and even more impressive, 7 of them were on goal. So it's something crazy, like 80+% of the time, if a team has 10 or more shots on goal, they win the game.
One of them is going to go in. Yeah.
So keep that. I mean, that's a pretty 70% on goal is a pretty good percentage right there. Just keep your foot on the goal. I mean, at that 70% second half shooting, and they can find 2 goals out of that,
they would take it.
They should be able to take it. So keep shooting, keep doing it. Right now, Moslake hasn't been able to stop the shooting and disrupt and make their shots on goal percentage lower.
All right, well, let's see what awaits us in the second half. Wenatchee ahead 2-0. When we come back, we'll tell you all about the last 40 minutes of action here in Wenatchee. Don't go away.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Welcome back. Wenatchee and Moses Lake meeting up here in the Apple Bowl with Wenatchee ahead 2-0. First goal credited to Miss Dedamore, number 9, in the 26th minute. And the second goal credited to Miss Gross Didier 5 to 7 minutes before the break. And that's been the difference here so far. It's been a hard-fought contest. It's been a very gritty contest. Not a whole lot of showy play. Not a whole lot of moments that make you say, wow. Despite that was a beautiful, I have to say, a beautiful corner kick that allowed Ms. Gross-Didier to head one in and make this a 2-0 lead. Not a lot of showy play, but a lot of heart, a lot of effort. And what's even better, a lot of time left. So we're about to enjoy another 40 minutes of soccer action. It will be Moses Lake restarting this contest. Moses Lake will take care of business on your screen from left to right, and Wenatchee will take care of business in the opposite direction. This moment of the game brought to you by our Platinum supporter Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today, 509-662-6842. That is 509-662-6842, or visit www.alpineair.net. There's the whistle. We are in business here at the Apple Bowl with Moses Lake on the move. Gonzalez, the long push-up field, partially interrupted by Stevens. Norton, bit of a battle there. Moses Lake trying to recover. Morrison off to the races now is Gross Didier. Getting some help on the left side if she sees it. She does. Garcia Cameron. A battle of fours there. Morrison, ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to the Panthers, and it will. The turn. The effort to find Eastman. Off the touch by Stevens. Back to Eastman. Houston. Painting the stripe now. The effort by Camry Char goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Panthers. Down the stripe, shot across inside the box, trying to find Dedamore. Rejected by Betez. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wenatchee. Ball goes out of bounds again. Throw-in one more time. Houston on the throw-in. Defensive effort by Sawyer. Eastman. Norton. The stop by Gonzalez. Combining with Harshman. Camry Char. Resetting all the way back for Higley. Betez. The battle with Grossdidier. Grossdidier prevailing. Sofia Garcia. Grossdidier. Inside the box now, Grossdidier. Touch to the back. Bit of a chipper. That one sails wide. 37-14 left in regulation, but I like the collective play by Wenatchee in the early going, Matt Wiseman.
Got a little more patience and looking for some open players in there. Just need to keep communicating, maybe get your head up a little bit more.
Cameron Garcia, combination, yours, mine, yours, tack. Still battling for it. Ball goes out of bounds. Whistle on the play, however. It will be Moses Lake ball. Taking care of business will be Thornberry. Gonzalez. Davis. Good takeaway that time by the Panthers. The push-up field after the reset by Aiden. Moses Lake trying again. Davis. Harshman. Towards the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Moses Lake. Sofia Garcia did not quite agree with that. Ball goes out of bounds again, and now Ms. Garcia will take care of this. This moment of the game brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop-off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Throw in for the Mavs. Sawyer. Rejected by a well-populated backline of the Panthers. Trying again is Sawyer. Defensive effort by Velasquez. Stolen by the Panthers. Taken back once again by the Mavs. Ball goes out of bounds, however. It should belong to the Panthers here with 35-5 left in regulation. There's the throw-in. Davis, well marked. Sofia Garcia off the touch by Dedamore. Sofia Garcia. That one is Eastman. Norton. Across the equator we go. Moses Lake responding. Thornberry. Davis, the through ball. Good opportunity. Inside the box. This could be dangerous. And let's see what the referee calls. This one. He's going to call this one
Corner.
Looks like a corner kick. Yes, indeed.
Like it's going to may result in a corner kick for the Mavericks.
That last touch by, it looked like Camry Char, was sent out of bounds by her marker, who was guarding her like a postage stamp on an envelope. Couldn't get any closer.
Corner kick for the Moses Lake Mavericks will be number 16, Camry Char.
There's the shot. A couple of bounces. The shot. Oh my goodness. Left-footed effort. That time by the Moses Lake Mavericks. A good opportunity indeed. It looked like it was number 9 Sawyer with the shot.
Yeah, good movement by Moses Lake there on that set piece, and just found some room in there, and great play, well drawn up.
Ali Aiden with the goal kick for the Panthers.
Moses Lake. The touch by Gonzalez. Off the pass by Thornberry. Recovered by Sofia Garcia. Garcia looking up. Gross Didier. Trying to find Sofia. Off to the races. On the Marcus Higley. Bowles. Inside the box. Rejected. Back to Bowles. The turn. Trying to shake off a marker. Trying to find the gap. Have to push the reset button. From way outside now. And the diving Miss Thompson showing off some of those feline skills there, making the stop. 32-50 left in regulation. Wenatchee ahead of Moses Lake, 2-0.
Emma Thompson there to make the stop.
Turn around. Morrison recovered by the Panthers. Doesn't last very long. Bit of a collision there between Davis and Dedamore. Whistle on the play. Referee says it's Moses Lake ball.
Foul on the Panthers.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop today to schedule your time on the full swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. 509-884-4653. That is 509-884-4653. The header that time by Rebellia. Rejected. The quick recovery by the Mavs. Gonzalez. Davis. Insistence by Gonzalez. Resetting is Camry Char. Good run this time. This could be interesting. Inside the box now. It was Betez making a path as she goes slaloming past a number of Wenatchee jerseys. Impressive stuff that time by the Moses Lake player. 31-17 left in regulation. Wenatchee still ahead of Moses Lake, 2-0. Now I was hoping that I was expecting that ball belonged to Moses Lake. I was mistaken. Bowles, Gross Didier. Top of the box looking for Dedamore. Rejected. Over the chases is Dedamore. Battling with Davis. Not necessarily 100% clean, but the referee's a lot closer. He says play on. Combination of the touch by Harshman. Camry Char. Davis. The give and go doesn't quite work. This could be the start of something good for the Panthers. The quick run by Gross Didier.
By Kenna Morrison.
Trying to find the path. Finds himself triple team. The takeaway that time by Thornberry. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Gross Didier. Right-footed shot across. Sofia Garcia. Oh my goodness, that clearing does not meet the standards that time. The second try does. Dedamore. The push-up field by Stevens. Gonzalez on the return. Gonzalez dancing between sideline and marker. Davis back to Gonzalez. Interrupted by Stevens. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Moses Lake Mavericks. Matt Wisen, your thoughts?
I mean, the pace, I think, right now seems to be favoring Moses Lake. Wenatchee is kind of losing some of that. The 50-50 ball challenges right now, you can see they're getting a little tired. So, I mean, it'd be great to be able to go to the bench. Moses Lake is creating a little bit of confusion, and they have addressed some of the long ball issues that were haunting them in the first half. They are playing more as a team. They are staying more connected, and I think Wenatchee is playing a little bit more disorganized, unorganized. So that's what I think right now. I think the game's going to keep gaining momentum and maybe open up here a little bit. So this 2-0 lead or 2-0 score line, I don't think is going to hold. I think somebody's going to find the net here pretty soon.
Something's got to give, doesn't it? Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Gross Didier off the touch by Dedamore. Pushing it upfield, rejected. Back to Gross Didier. The through ball off to the races. Sofia Garcia. A bit too long of an assignment that time. Dedamore on the mark is Harshman. Looking to connect with Bowles. Rejected. Eastman all the way to the flank for Houston. The quick touch. Back to Houston. Now pushing it upfield. Off to the races, leaving pass one, trying for two. Leaving a gap for the left-footed touch. Go, 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 go!
Number 8, Finley Smith.
Just one of those balls.
Smith.
Just one of those shots that, it comes in and it deceiving. It was moving away from the keeper, but bouncing, and it just really difficult to judge if you're a keeper.
What a shot. What a shot. Number 8, Miss Smith with the tally. And that makes it a 3-0 lead. And we have a substitution also for Moses Lake. Ivana Lawton, number 13. There's a shot, and
just a little bit wide.
Says a little wide. A good effort by Camry Charm. We have a moth here going right into my eye.
I'm sorry, monster.
I'm sorry, folks.
There's a shot on goal.
That's live TV for you. Oh my goodness! All right.
That thing was the size of a small
huge.
sparrow or something.
It was huge. It had a flight attendant on it. It was really, really big. 26-16 left in regulation. Moses Lake trailing Wenatchee, or Wenatchee leading Moses Lake, as you prefer. 3-0. Eastman. The push-up field by Stevens. Finding Gross Didier. Threading the needle. Good combination. Garcia, Gross Didier, the shot, and that one sails over the crossbar. 25-40 left in regulation. And now it is a goal kick, and gives me a little time to tell you that for over 50 years, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning has been family owned. They service all brands, commercial or residential, schedule maintenance and repairs. Call today, 509-884-6444. That is 509-884-6444. The quick run down the flank on the right side. Shot across, looking for Sofia Garcia. As well blocked. The second try well blocked as well. And then sending it out of bounds. It was actually not just straight up the field. Was Gonzalez. Onto the recovery now by Aiden, off the touch by Smith. Well, here's a problem. Here's the problem. I thought the goal was by Dedamore, because Smith is right there. That's Smith right there in the middle, right? Number 8?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, the lady who scored the goal had black hair. Miss Smith does not have black hair. So I thought it was number 9, Dedamore, that scored the goal. But this is me being a pill, I guess.
Our eyes are perfect, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never known any of us to ever not get a number right.
No, we never make mistakes. We never make mistakes. We're the Ouija boards of soccer. 23-48.
Panthers, number 16, Quinn Harris.
Quick combination. Dedamore. Gross Didier. Gets past Dedamore. Trying again is Norton. Garcia. First on it is Eastman. Back to Stevens. (23-12) left in regulation. 3-0 the lead for Moses Lake. I think that despite what we saw in the early going of this second half, Moses Lake was able to trouble Wenatchee to some degree, but they haven't been able to translate that into clear shots on goal. And speaking of which, here could be one. Shot across, rejected well by the back line of Wenatchee. The counterattack in the making. This could be something special, like we said. Davis. Lawton.
Moses Lake, they're not quitting. I mean, they're definitely, there's no sign of letting up. They're just not quite able to find the combination to getting many shots off in dangerous places right now.
No, they seem to have the passion. They seem to have the strength. They seem to have the stamina. But once they get to the final third, they have a very hard time trying to make it inside the box. Most of the opportunities that we've seen for Moses Lake have come either on a corner kick or from 18 yards plus. I think we've seen one from inside the 18, if I can remember correctly. A good combination inside the box. The shot, and the upright says no. What an opportunity for Wenatchee. It looked like it was Miss Eastman trying for her first goal of the night, but the upright says no. Moses Lake catching a mighty big break. On the move now is Bowles. On the mark is Sawyer. Ball goes out of bounds. Belongs to Wenatchee. Substitution happening first. It looks like Ms. Lustig will get some more playing time for the Mavericks.
Really quick, if I may take a quick moment to wish my son happy birthday tomorrow. Tyler,
please do.
Tyler, happy birthday. I wish I was there to celebrate with you, and I can't wait to see you again. Hope tomorrow's a great day for you.
Where is Wisen the Younger? There's a shot. Not a major worry. Good effort by Miss Thompson. Where is Tyson the Younger these days? Wisen the Younger.
He is finishing up his nursing degree in Spokane at WSU.
All right. Go Cougs.
Yep. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. A quick run down the flank. You could hear the cheers from the Moses Lake faithful who made the trip. And a good opportunity. Right-footed shot. And stopped by the goalkeeper. Rebellia on the opportunity for Moses Lake. And you called it, Matt. You said Moses Lake is not quitting. Moses Lake not giving up. Just having a heck of a hard time penetrating the final third. There's Lustig. Taken away by Gross Didier. On the move is Eastman. Straight up the middle. The turn. Gross Didier. Trying to find some help. The push up field. Ball goes out of bounds. 19-40 left in regulation. We're into the second half of the second half. Ball goes out of bounds. A throw in this time in favor of the Mavericks. On the move is Higley. Taken quickly by the Panthers. That's another thing that's hurt Moses Lake. The quick turnovers off of throw-ins. Moses Lake, Wenatchee is very quick at getting the ball back, and there's the shot that time from the heart of the box. And a good stop by Miss Thompson.
Yeah, Wenatchee's playing touch tight, almost on defense, almost the whole field. So anytime there's a little separation in the ball there, and it's anybody's ball, Wenatchee's really close and really scrappy for that ball.
Camry Garcia on that shot. Eastman pushing the ball upfield, trying to find, it looked like it was number 16, Quinn Harris, but we're going to double check on that.
And what we had seen Wenatchee when West Valley came to town, I made a comment when Wenatchee received the ball and they're in transition. A lot of times they were on an island and they didn't have a close player checking to the ball and didn't have an easy option, and so that they weren't able to take care or take advantage of the transition game at that point. It slowed things down, and it seems like Wenatchee's hunting in packs right now, and so when the possession's turned over, you always have at least one or two options at that point to get rid of the ball and move into space.
Moses Lake on the move now, opening the game up to the left side for Davis. Shading towards the center alley. Davis making a path, having to retreat a little bit. Now the push-up field, not a major worry for Miss Aiden. It will be Wenatchee taking care of it on a goal kick.
Aiden send it into the center circle.
Rebellia on the recovery for the Mavericks. Good push upfield for Lawton. Inside the box, good opportunity. Rebellia finds himself under some pressure, having to turn back, and the shot by Lawton sails wide and out. A good combination by Moses Lake. Moses Lake still battling it out, still fighting, still looking to do some damage. Substitution for the Mavericks. In now is number 14, Ali Harshman. We saw her already in the first half.
Yeah, very, very physical game tonight. And I appreciate how both teams are. I mean, they're leaving everything out here in the physicality game, but they're not. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm just not understanding the game, but I'm not seeing any kind of malice or aggression. I just see hard-fought plays. Both players are. Both teams have a good respect for each other out there on the pitch and keeping it clean, but very physical. They will definitely earn their meal after this game. Yeah, earn their meal and their ice baths.
They really played with love for the name and the front of the jersey, as we say in the old country. That push-up field down the flank on the left side by Gross Didier, shading inside the box. Good opportunity. Eastman, the shot. Eastman, golazo! Eastman for the Wenatchee Panthers. 15 minutes 32 left in regulation, and Wenatchee begins to run away with this one, Matt Wisen.
That was a great shot. I mean, Mosaic got caught a little ball watching there. I mean, Eastman came pretty open and was able to put a nice shot, but she really found that corner that, I mean, I'm not sure anybody's making that save.
No, you needed wings, as the great Argentinian goalkeeper Sergio Goicoechea used to say. You needed wings to catch that one. 14:55 left in regulation. And is this a statement game for Wenatchee, Matt Wisen, at this point?
You know, it feels like it. I was not anticipating a 4-0 game at this point. I was thinking it was going to be 2-1, somewhere in there right now. 1-1. Early in the first 15, 20
good
minutes.
through ball that time. Sorry to interrupt you, Matt, because here goes Lustig. Lustig is going to run out of room, but it was tapped out of bounds first. It looked like by Miss Stevens, so throw in for the Mavericks. I'll hand the baton to you in a second, Matt, because Moses Lake very intent on breaking the shutout. Bit of a battle there. Garcia and Morrison. Moses Lake prevailing. Referee says play on. Sawyer. The turn. Morrison. All the way back to Throneberry. Throneberry. The long push-up field. Stopped by the back line of the Panthers. Off to the races now. Davis. Davis. Opening the game. Char, the shot. And Ms. Aiden watches it sail by. Matt Wisen, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first 20 minutes or so of this game, I was thinking to myself that we could see a shootout at the end of the game. And now we see when I was just thinking it'd be great if Wenatchee could go to the bench and get some bench time in. And not that this game is out of hand, but you really need to start thinking about resting some of these players because it's been a very physical game.
Hayden Kolsitz in for the Panthers, number 5 on her back. A quick run by Sofia Garcia, sending it to the corner kick from Barry. So 12 minutes 48, and the Panthers still looking for more, Matt Wisen. They're not satisfied with 4.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy. I don't like the parking the bus mentality, inviting pressure. Just keep possession, keep fighting.
Far post. Ahead of that time. Cleared away. Top of the box. The shot. A couple of bounces there. Not a major worry. The push-up field by Harshman. Stopped right at the center line. Bit of a shove there. Referee says no foul. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Wenatchee. It will be Houston painting the stripe there. The touch back to Houston, back out of bounds actually, and Houston will take care of it. Houston. Sophia make that Camry Garcia. Sophia's number 17. Camry is 4. The battle that time, Eastman. One thing that you got to be happy if you're Wenatchee is that you're not depending on one player. You have a couple of goals by Dedamore, a goal by Gross-Didier, and a goal by Eastman. So you have plenty to worry the other team with. You're not a one-person show in this case, Matt.
Yeah, they've definitely spread the ball around, made
good penetration inside the box. A bit of a shot, a little right-footed touch. Ball's bounds out of bounds. Should be a corner kick, in my opinion. Referee agrees with us. How many corners is that?
I'm not keeping track of corners, but it's
5 or 6. Says
it's been a few.
Mr. Steve Johnston manning the PA booth, doing a fantastic job. It's good to see you again, Steve. It's been a long time. There's a shot. Right-footed touch, cleared away by the back line of the Mavericks. Still battling for it. The shot from about, I would say, 16 yards out, perhaps a little less, by Miss Kolsitz, number 5. Stopped by Thompson. There's Davis trying to make it into Wenatchee territory. Davis sailing past 1, going for 2. Davis into Wenatchee territory she goes. Off to the races now. She's going to try to get to the box. Rebellia. Harshman inside the box. Miscommunication allows Wenatchee to regain possession. Kolsitz. Good combination. Bowles, the long ball now. Over to chase it. It looks like it was number 16 for the Panthers, Quinn Harris. Wenatchee trying again, taking it away in the middle third. Folks, we'd like to take this opportunity to give a quick shout out to all the folks that make this broadcast possible. First, our studio producer, Mr. Eli Ginter. Our line producer, Mr. Eric Grandstrom. Am I pronouncing that right?
It's Eric.
Enrique.
Yeah.
Yes, Enrique.
Or Enrique.
Enrique. Yeah, Monsieur Enrique Grandstrom. And on the cameras, Ms. Miranda Torres Pardo and Mr. Juan Sanchez. And our production assistant, Mr. Tim Bronowski. Thank you very much for all your hard work. And of course, a special shout out to this fine gentleman here. What is it, like 32, 33 years we've been doing game together? It's like
in there, in the ballpark.
Yeah, thereabouts. Matt Wisen. Substitution for the Moses Lake Mavericks. In is Chelsea Gonzalez, one of the starters, getting some more playing time now. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left in regulation.
Is that Matt Wisen 2.0?
2.0, yeah. Out of retirement,
when Shaquille O'Neal decided he wanted to be a musician, and shot across, not a major concern. His second album was called Shaq Fu Da Return. I think that should be a good name for Matt Wu, The Return. No, not so much. All right.
That album didn't stay up on the charts very long.
No, it did not.
Yeah.
No, it did not. 7 minutes 23 left in regulation. Wenatchee with this one well in hand, at the very least. It seems that way. 4-0 over a very tough, very game, very physical Moses Lake squad that has just struggled to make it to the final third. Eastman.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Moses Lake was in possession, moving forward, but they still had 6 or 7 back. Behind their own side of the field, 30 yards away from the ball. So you really can't make a meaningful press against Wenatchee's defense with just a couple of players. You're going to need most of your team up there to be able to keep possession and put that ball in a threatening position.
Colsitz across the center alley for Harris. Rejected. The Panthers recover via another new face. In this case, number 14, Eloise Clark. Across the center line we go. Colsitz connecting. Open player on the right side. This could be interesting. And the shot sails a little wide there. A good effort by a combination between, it looked like it was Bowles and ultimately Harris. Substitution coming for the Panthers. Looks like it's number 15 now. Gemma Aiden.
I did like that possession by Wenatchee. Having a target player with their back to the goal, establishing a position, like on the point there, and drawing a couple defenders to her, and she played the ball off and got a quality shot from that. Once those defenders came to her, and she was able to find the open player. I think that's moving forward something Wenatchee could look at doing. They have some strength that they could move into those positions. Certainly, if Grostidier becomes tired of running down the sideline, they can use her as a target up there, and put players off of her to find, if they're struggling for shots, that's a good way to look and to move forward with that.
Sawyer. Touch by Harshman. Finding Davis. Davis Double team quickly. The push-up field by the back line of the Panthers. Open spaces for Harris. Harris connecting with Aiden. Turn back. Trying again is Bowles. Defensive effort now by Higley. Down the stripe. Good control. That's one of the impressive things about Wenatchee. This back line of theirs, so disciplined, so present. It's very hard to find gaps if you're Moses Lake. Very hard to find spaces if you're Moses Lake, and so physical too.
Yeah, they've been very disciplined tonight. They've kept their shape pretty well. They have a good feeling for where the attackers are.
Good opportunity for Moses Lake. Share the shot, and that one sails in. Camry Char for the Moses Lake Mavericks.
On the board.
3 minutes to go, 37th minute of the second half, and Camry Char breaks up the clean sheet and gives these Moses Lake fans who make the trip to vociferously support their Mavericks something to smile about, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I mean, here we're seeing their praises for defense there, and I was saying that they were in good shape, but one thing they did not have at that point was a cover player, and you had the pressure player playing defense on the ball, and they had numbers so they could slide another player in to if that player gets beat and the player is able to turn and shoot, and you have a second defender there. And that's one thing Wenatchee did, and they were just playing one-on-one with extra players in space. And so always think about your pressure, your cover, and your balance as a defense. And at that point, they just had the pressure and the balance. So, but nothing to take away from Moses Lake. That was a well-earned goal, very good shot, very difficult to save if you're Wenatchee, and well-earned. So good job, Moses Lake.
We've been talking all game long about how Moses Lake has not given up, and then they had their just prize for not surrendering and continuing to push, continuing to play. Although I have to say the Wenatchee, if this score holds, now that we're about to enter injury time here in a minute and 3/4, it is, I think, a fair result. Wenatchee deserves to take the W, but I think it's also fair enough to say that Moses Lake did deserve to put one in the back of the net.
Yeah, we've seen teams give up plenty of times, and Moses Lake is not one of those.
No, and that bodes well for their future. That bodes well for their future, because with a second place finish in the Big Nine, they're going to see some postseason action. Very
correct.
Yeah.
And they'll have a chance to potentially even have somebody at their own house.
At Lions Field over there, on right behind the glorious Columbia Basin Herald newspaper. Quick shout out to my buddy Joel Martin over there at the Herald. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Moses Lake ball. Will it be a corner kick?
It should be a throw-in.
I thought it came on the went outside on the left side of the flag, so it should be a throw-in. I absolutely agree, and a throw-in it is. Rejected by the back line of the Panthers. Bit of a battle there. Betez on the throw-in. Referee says nope, it belongs to Wenatchee. And Miss Cameron Garcia will yield to a teammate. It looks like it was Miss Clark. Harris. Straight up the middle for Kelsitz. Connecting. Opening the game up. Right-footed touch and the stop by Miss Aiden. Nimble effort there
Taking the shot for the Panthers was Ellison.
by Miss Eastman, and an even better one by Miss Thompson. The time has stopped on the clock here at the Apple Bowl, so the time is being kept on the field by the officials.
We're at almost into the first minute of extra time.
Shouldn't be too much more. Referee Mr. Landa just checked his watch, and Wenatchee will properly say that they bounced back quite well from their lone defeat so far. They lost to West Valley 1-0, and there's the whistle that makes it official. Wenatchee 4, Moses Lake 1, final score, and a big W for the Panthers after suffering their lone loss of the season thus far. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have the post-game show. Don't go away.
Your bleachers, please pick them up, put them in the garbage can.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Guten Sie mir das Problem sagen? Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren. Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
When you enjoy Abby's Pizza at your place, close your eyes and you can taste old-fashioned values, classic pizza parlor decor, and generations of tradition. Recreate that magic. Open your eyes and head to abbys.com. With pickup and delivery options, no matter where you dine, Abby's just tastes better. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. Only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome to Bliss. Population U. This is the you that appreciates the warmth of a good coat and the fit of a purposeful boot. At Coastal, we want to be your partner in finding your bliss. We are hopeful and helpful because we're about this community. So when you're looking for a place called Bliss, trust Coastal, your country lifestyle superstore. Coastal, we're just what the country needs.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Wenatchee Panthers defeat the Moses Lake Mavericks by a score of 4-1, and two of the protagonists of this game are here with me. On the far end is Berkeley Bowles. Sorry. And next to me is Logan Gross-Didier. Hello, ladies. Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, my first question is to you. Come on, Berkeley. The Moses Lake coach told us that her team had this game circled in red. They really wanted this one back, given how the first one in Moses Lake went.
Yeah.
Was that a similar feeling prior to the game? You really wanted this one, or was this just another clash of two good teams for you guys?
No, yeah, we really wanted this game. We had a tough loss the other day, and we really needed to push for the win. And last time we played Moses, it was a tie to PKs, and I think that really drove us. We cannot let this game go to PKs, and we want to destroy every team in the league. So.
All right. What's your take on this, Ms. Logan?
I would say just trying to set ourselves up for the upcoming games in the league. After coming back from that loss was kind of put us in a spot, but just coming out with a win really helps us throughout the rest of the season. I would say keeping that motivation going into the next couple games against Ike and Eastmont. Yeah.
Now, how surprising was it to put 4 in the back of the net against Moses Lake? Because it was a tough first half of it. It was 2-0, and then you came back and put 2 more in the second half.
I would say just not letting up. You can't think that you're up coming into the game. A 2-0 is one of the most dangerous spots to be, knowing that they're going to come out even harder and trying their hardest to score.
Yeah, we knew we had to come into the game really fast and really strong, and I think getting that first goal really gave us good momentum, and like what Logan was saying, 2-0 is the scariest lead, but we didn't let it up. We kept going, and we could have even had more goals. We had good shots. Everyone played really strong today. So.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed about your team is that you do not depend on 1 or 2 players to do the scoring. Mm-hmm. You spread the wealth all across. Is that something that you guys know about yourselves, since anybody can put it in the back of the net? It's not just a one-person show?
Yeah, I would say, especially this year, we've had a lot of different people scoring. We've had defending mids, midfielders, forwards, wingers, and I think that's super important to make it more diverse, and that's, super important.
Yeah, just being a super, unselfish team, I would say, distributing the ball and knowing, when you can take your shot, but also knowing that your teammate might have a better opportunity to finish that off.
When is your next game?
Saturday against Ike.
And what would you say needs to be fixed between now and Saturday? What do you guys need to polish up, so to speak, even after a 4-1 victory?
I would just say keeping our communication strong and starting off even stronger than we did today. Just keeping that motivation and cleaning up maybe some of our passes, just being patient with the ball.
All right.
I definitely think just keeping the momentum, keep going strong. We started off really strong this game, and I think just keeping that up, not falling down, keep going up.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. That was Logan Gross-Didier and Berkeley Bowles, 2 of the Wenatchee Panthers, who today had a good result against the Moses Lake Mavericks. Final score 4-1 in favor of the Panthers. When we come back, we have an interview with the head coach of the Panthers and a lot more here on NCWLIFE channel. Don't go away.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl, where we just witnessed Moses Lake and Wenatchee go after each other, with Wenatchee coming up victorious by a score of 4-1. Next to me is Ashton Kirkpatrick, the head coach of the Panthers. Coach, welcome once again.
Thank you.
And Your take on how this contest went. It was a hard-fought match. You called it. These two teams knew each other very well.
Yeah.
But Wenatchee came up ahead and by a wide margin. Why?
We responded. So the again, our coming off of a loss last week, that was our biggest fear and biggest goal at the same time, is that was a downhill slide. I think the 4 days of just pure sprinting last week woke them up a little bit in response to losing. I really tried to show them how bad practices are if you lose. So they woke up. They did not like that running. But ultimately that's our true selves. We're back to our normal. I think unfortunately it took a loss to get that kind of drive, that grit out of them, but that's what we've been seeing in the second half or the last 5 minutes of all the games we've been playing all season. We saw glimmers of it when we played Meade early in the season. I was telling Matt that was probably our best game, is Meade early on this season, and I think it's because we had pressure. We knew on paper they were better than us, and the rest of the season we've been winning. We're kind of expected to win, and I just don't think we quite had the pressure that we bring to ourselves. So unfortunately we have to bring that in order to get it out on the field, because it's not always coming on the other side. Not to say that Moses Lake wasn't working hard. They had two of their best players out on the bench today, which is unfortunate. 2 studs that were injured, and works out in our benefit because we're marking less people on the field. So I think there's several factors for that.
Now, what could you say about the performance of the bench players? Because as little as I know about this game, I'm a fan, I'm not a coach. I didn't see a big drop-off in the level of intensity once the bench players got in. They kept it up.
Yeah, and we keep a pretty small roster for that reason. I want the girls that are going to be working hard, that are going to be putting effort in, that did the work over the summer, that are on the same page, so that we can all, if somebody needs a sub or somebody gets injured, you put them on and it doesn't change. So we have a roster of 15, and sometimes it's a little thin, but I tell them I'll play with, I think legally you have to have 7. I'll play with 7 if that means 7 are working hard. That's just our, kind of our philosophy. So.
And speaking of working hard, the defense. We have to mention the work of the defense, keeping Moses Lake at bay for long stretches of the game.
Yeah. Number 10, Lindsay Davis for Moses Lake. She's a stud, and any coach that's watched her play, I've heard college coaches mention her name. She's a stud. So we knew we had to take care of business with her. Finley Smith, Madison Norton, they kind of locked her down. So that was a great show of our organization defensively, which we've been working on. And so that was fun to see. They played a really good game.
All right. Well, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Ashton Kirkpatrick, the head coach of the Wenatchee Panthers, which have just defeated the Moses Lake Mavericks by a score of 4-1. We'll close this one out right after this.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee defeated Moses Lake 4-1. And Matt Wisen, we talked before the game about how these two teams were gritty, were physical, were hardworking, and we saw some of that throughout the contest. I personally was not expecting a 4-1 score either way. What was your take on it?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes in, I was thinking we might go to penalties tonight.
Yep.
And it wasn't because Moses Lake gave up.
No, they never did.
It was Wenatchee really just found a couple wrinkles in the game. Found some. It just outworked them. I mean, it's hard to say because both teams are really working hard.
Really working hard.
But Wenatchee did just outwork them and outgrid them and out everything in this game, and found a way just to keep their foot on that pedal and keep Moses Lake on their heels a little bit.
Now, one of the things that also made a difference, in my opinion, was that Wenatchee was able to take better advantage of set pieces. We saw a goal of a corner kick. We didn't see that same kind of effectiveness from Moses Lake today, did we?
No, and some of that was, Wenatchee's defense was definitely clicking tonight.
They were.
Wenatchee, well, as Coach Kirkpatrick just said, Moses Lake was down a couple players. Makes it a little bit easier to defend when instead of 3 targets, you're working with one of your primary scorers. Wenatchee, though, did play more of a complete game with numbers up, numbers back. They weren't relying on that long through ball like they had in the past.
Yes.
And they were working as a whole unit all the way through the thirds, all the way into the attack. So a couple of their goals we saw, they were, if it wasn't the goal scorer that scored the goal, there was another player in the vicinity that would have been on the ball for Wenatchee and got another quality shot off. So they were bringing numbers up and making themselves available in scoring positions. So, and Wenatchee was putting the ball on their feet. So it's something we didn't see when we first saw them against West Valley here. Seemed like years ago, but it was just a month or so ago.
Yeah. One of the things that I noticed is that Moses Lake, credit to them for scoring, because they did not have an easy look all night. They always had to battle against a forest of purple jerseys.
Yeah, like I was saying, Wenatchee was playing them touch tight. So this is touch tight. Across the whole field. And even tighter inside the defensive third. And they didn't have a chance to breathe, let alone move with the ball without having, a couple defenders' feet.
From the get-go.
Kicking that thing away.
From the get-go.
Kudos to Moses Lake for finding the goal and still working and trying and scrapping and trying to break that stalemate and that goose egg on their end and get that goal. So that's going to show you something. That's going to really, it's character, and character and grit can get you a win, and it can get you a win in the playoffs. And so Moses Lake, kudos. Just keep finding that what you had all night tonight, and you're going to be in the playoffs. You're going to have a chance. And what is that? So I got a chance. That's all you want, and they're going to get it. So those 2 players hopefully will find some help and get back into the swing of things. And I expected the 2 teams maybe that come out of the Big Nine, if they put this type of performance on the pitch, can make.
Do you think they'll meet again in the
wins.
playoffs? Do you think they might meet again in the playoffs?
I don't know.
It's tough. I would love to see that, though.
The formulas for playoffs are so weird, and I still don't understand it. So the state formulas that they have, the Big Nine formulas that's in place there, it's all crazy.
It's complicated,
Yeah, I don't have that type of mathematics degree to figure that one out.
Still, I would love to see Moses Lake at full strength play Wenatchee. That would be something to behold. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as we did. The final score, 4 for Wenatchee, 1 for Moses Lake. On behalf of everyone involved, I'm Sebastián Moraga. This fine gentleman next to me is Matt Wison saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from 2. Squirts between the...
Thanks for watching exclusive coverage of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. This broadcast has been sponsored in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dick Seating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal broadcasting already in progress on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Down. Beautiful read by Ryan Branham. He'll score from 20 yards out.